Hello everyone, welcome back. Beautiful sunrise, and we've got some stuff to do before we start charging out into the unknown reaches of the galaxy. Thought we'd, since the tooltip down there in the lower right is already saying so, maybe we should try exploring our own planet a little bit more before we head out. And there is method to my madness. There are some things that we can pick up that we will probably need almost immediately if we slow down just a little bit and take a moment to enjoy the planet that we have our base on. So I laid a marker out here earlier. I think there's a few things that we can go take a look at over there, and they will help us also pursue our long-term goals. So it's a win-win. This planet is a planet that has some water on it. Every planet does have water on it. And you may remember when we first landed on this planet, we found that dry riverbed. It's right next to our base. I didn't point it out when we left, but I found a place where the riverbed isn't so dry. And I thought, hey, we'll go show that to people. Probably look pretty cool. I mean, I thought it looked pretty cool. I hadn't seen anything exactly like it before, so we're gonna go check it out. There's some buildings along the way we could check out. How close are we? 11 seconds. One of my issues with checking out the other buildings is that we don't have a proper gun yet. So while we're over here looking at things, I think we're gonna do the footwork to get an actual slug thrower, bullet shooting gun, not just a mining laser. Hey, that was a good landing job. Way better than I normally do. Alright, so we have a bolt caster that we can make. We need a little bit more chromatic metal, so we'll get some copper while we're out here. And we need some carbon nanotubes. Those aren't too hard to get. We'll get that installed, and we'll check out this riverbed. We'll just kind of do a wall of it, kind of all at once. Here, I'm seeing, oh boy, a huge drop. Okay, we made it to the river without breaking our legs. Something people don't know. You jump into water from way high up, it's like hitting concrete when you hit it. It's no good. Alright, let's see. What do we have down here? We have some plants. Look kind of interesting. Egg-shaped plants and some urchin-shaped plants. And it's waving at us. Those spines are moving. Cytophosphate and carbon. More cytophosphate, this time with oxygen. That's good stuff, but I'm not sure it's anything we need immediately, so we might not grab that. We don't have much storage at our base yet. That one has salt in it. And we're out of oxygen already. That's how you know our life support isn't running off of oxygen you can breathe. We would not run out of oxygen that fast if we were able to pull from our life support. What else do we have down here? Another plant. Looks like proper seaweed or something. That's carbon and star bulbs again. Maybe we'll grab some of that. We do need more star bulbs. We're going to start growing those pretty soon when we get our trading going. It's not the first thing we're going to trade, but after we get a little bit of money together and we can afford to start buying some things, we will work ourselves up to what I think is the very best way to earn money by trading. Now I'm hoping while we're down here that we're going to find not just plants, but some fish also, because we have 10 of 14 fauna discovered, and if we get all 14, we can get 3,500 nanites. That is a huge amount of nanites. Now, it can be quite hard to get all of the fauna on a planet, but all we've got left is some underwater fauna. We've got 3 common ones and 1 uncommon one. They're all always active. I thought, maybe we can go look at some cool things and find some fish at the same time. Our life support's running low. Alright, so we found a plant here, and it already got away from us. Candle kelp. Actually, if we grab these, interact with these glowing plants, take the little glow balls away and it fills up our oxygen. We probably didn't have to swim up to the surface for that, but it was really low and I wasn't thinking. I was like, let's get to the surface now. We're swimming around in this river and we are not finding any fish, which is not good. There's a submerged relic over there. Maybe we'll check that out. Got some armored clams. Ooh, there's a fish. Oh, it's getting... Whoa. Okay, we're okay. Almost ran out of shield there. Now, where was that fish? Can't see it very well, but my scanner tells me it's there. That is a proper fish. Digs underground nests. That's interesting. So we found one of our fauna. Which one did we find? We found a common one. There were 3 commons and 1 rare. I guess that's this one here. That's what we found. Spin around with the mouse wheel a little bit. Oh, it's got a little bit of one of those anglerfish dangling things on its head. Whatever they're called. I don't know. What do we have here? We have armored clams. It's inside an armored clam. A living pearl. Alright. I'm going to grab a few more of those. Those ought to be worth something. And if they're not worth something, well, maybe we can use them for something. Those clams keep trying to clamp down on us. That pun wasn't entirely intended, but I'll take it. I'm going to get over here and get this kelp sack to get our oxygen back. Let's see, what else can we find? That looks like it's about it for this part of the river, at least. Maybe we'll go grab that submerged relic and see what's in there. And there's copper. Oh, that's kind of a long way away. Maybe we won't grab that one. That submerged relic looks like it's right behind. Ugh. Whoa. Our oxygen gauge is not very big. We need to fix this. Guess we're not going to be doing very much underwater exploration. We can't breathe water. We've got a Hadol core. That's worth something. Whoa, maybe we should fly along the surface of the water instead of under the surface of the water. This is a pretty cool little... I don't know what we want to call this. It's way too small to be a bay, but that's kind of what it looks like, an itty bitty miniature bay. What do we have here? We have salt deposit. I thought there'd be a little bit more to that river than that. Maybe we just need to walk over this hill. This part of the riverbed looks dry. Wonder if we have all of these rocks. Looks like we do. Once again, we're trying to get all of the minerals here. Not as hard as we're trying to get all of the animals. But if we have them, then we can do that cool starship strafing mining. That's a great way to get lots and lots of ferrite and even a bunch of other things too. There's some sodium there. I'm not above grabbing that. And disassembling that plant to do it. We've been through here. So this is really more of a lake than a river, I guess. But not a one that's big enough to have much in the way of fish. So I guess we're going to try and get up this cliff face and get back to our ship. You use your jetpack a lot when you're moving around underwater. It makes you run out of life support really fast. Let's see, where's our ship? Over there. Listen here, plant. You unidentified plant, which I'm going to identify before I disassemble. You keep your trap to yourself, okay? I need those shields. What do we have over here? More hazardous plants. Buried cache. Let's go see what that is real quick. Looks like there's a deuterium plant over there. Have we scanned those on this planet? I don't recall. We have not. Don't suppose I'm going to get anything for having that scanned, but since we're in a scanning mode, what's in this buried cache? A suspicious movement module. Huh. You know, why don't we use that? Let's start learning about how upgrade modules work. Pirate catalyzed jets. So this increases my jetpack tank size by 227%. That's going to help a lot. The initial boost power, which is the force which it takes us off the ground with, is a little higher. Sprint recovery time is a little higher. Sprint distance is significantly higher. That's pretty good. I'm glad we grabbed that. We ought to notice that difference immediately. Let's grab that and see if we can't cross this river. Ooh, we landed. That is less effective. That killed our speed boost. Let's see if we can get up over this overhang. Hopefully. Yes. That could have been a disaster. Oh! We found a hole. At least we didn't fall all the way down. Our day is done. It's going to be hard to see what we're doing now. What's in this container? Oh, maybe the day isn't done. That was just a really heavy bank of clouds. Let's see. Let's find some copper closer by. That's close by. Get that copper. We'll install our bolt caster. And then we will be just a little bit better set up than we were at the beginning of this episode. So this is why I thought it was a river. There's another piece of it right here. But maybe they're not connected. There's a few more pieces we can cruise by and see. If we find a deep body of water, we'll probably land and go look for some more fish. Copper deposit. Huh? I don't see it. It just looks like black earth to me. Where is the marker? I don't see it. Maybe it's under the ground? They usually aren't under the ground. You usually can see them from the surface. Not seeing anything in here. Since I don't want to accidentally fall into a cave, I will just stand up here and dig down a little bit. I'm not seeing anything, so I think this copper vein deposit is a bust. Let's just find a different one. Alright, let's see. Armored clam. That looks really far away. Buried tech module, we need those. That one's closer. That one's way closer. Copper, copper, copper. Okay, let's get that. It's a long way away. I'll just grab that one buried tech module and then we'll fly over the copper. We need to be able to unlock some more base parts. Okay. Running out of fuel here. There's some of those star bulb plants I was talking about earlier. But the copper's more important. Do a little nighttime mining. Alright, we should already have the right size selected. Let's grab that knowledge stone. Viking word for will. That's another one of those sentence construction words. Get ourselves a future tense. At least I assume they mean that will and not will as in willpower or force of will, or I don't know, I guess it's kind of the same word when you think about it. You state your will by saying that you're going to do something in the future. So otherwise you'd say, I'm doing it right now, guys. I'm digging this copper right now. It's not my will to dig the copper. Well, it is my will to dig the copper. But it's kind of a funny thing to say while you're digging it. This is a really big copper deposit. I've been digging this for 20 minutes. Use the small one. In fact, I'm not even sure we need to dig this whole deposit. But since we started, I guess we'll finish. Then we'll have a little bit of copper left over. Once we're done in refining the chromatic metal we need for our bolt caster, we'll have some left over for some warp fuel. Warp cells, as they're called. That's almost. No free slots in suit inventory. It just told me we are full. We're full. Well, we can make a little more room if we turn that dihydrogen jelly into dihydrogen. Hopefully we're not. We are. We're turning some of that condensed carbon into uncondensed carbon. So maybe we'll turn all of it into uncondensed carbon. That way it will take just one inventory slot instead of two. Alright. Grab that and this, and inventory crisis is forestalled. I'm not going to say averted. And you know what, let's get rid of that cytophosphate, we don't need that. Okay, let's finish this up. Let's see, looks like everything. So how much did we end up with? Looks like we ended up with 1,000, almost 1,050. That's more than enough. Let's see. Let's find some more water, and we'll set this refiner to refine some of that copper while we go in and look for some fish. With any luck, we'll find all the fish we need to finish cataloging the fauna on this planet. Let's see if we can find a big lake. That's pretty big. I don't know if it's deep. Probably needs to be deep too, but we'll land right here and find out. That looks pretty shallow. I can see a lot of plants poking up out of the water. And let's put one of the big stacks in. It's going to take 2 minutes. We don't have that plant. I'm not seeing anything. Let's get under the surface of the water. Maybe that'll help the fish spawn. Not seeing any. Oh, there's one. Oh, we've already gotten those fish, I guess. Haven't gotten that one. Or that one. That doesn't look like a fish at all. Get a little closer. There we go. Oh, we gotta get out of the water quick. There we go. Let's see what that one was. That might have been the rare one. That one was worth more. No, also common. So all we're left with is the rare one. That rare one can sometimes be really hard to find. We're just about out of time. And this lake already appears to be pretty full. Maybe what I'll do is I'll go looking for that rare one off camera, because sometimes it takes a really long time to find it. But we can poke our head in here first, right? We've got some more plants that we haven't seen. Let's just explore this underwater cave a little bit. Are there any kelp plants down here? I don't see any. We better get out of here. We'll run out of oxygen. We'll have to come back maybe, or explore more when we have better oxygen resources. Looks like our refiner is done. Can't seem to get that jetpack to work quite right. If you angle the camera just right, you can just skim right across the top. Alright. We need carbon nanotubes, 3 of them. I don't quite have enough carbon for that. This has got to have carbon in it, right? It does. Oh, come on. Come on now. Come on. Okay. One carbon short. One. Just one. Gotta be some carbon around here somewhere. Wonder if I can hit those trees from here. Probably not. Nope. Ah, I used the oxygen instead of the fuel pack. That was less effective. It's kind of hard to tell these seaweed that you can harvest from the ones you can't. There we go. There's our carbon. Let's see if I can get my angle right this time. Nope. Okay, 3 nanotubes and 125, no, just 100 chromatic metal. Bolt caster installed. I don't have very many bullets, just the ones that came in the gun. Now look at those bullets going all the way over there. That's cool. Well, next time we'll be able to explore a couple of other new things. And it's telling me we need ammunition. Why don't we just grab that real quick. There. Just in case it advanced the tutorial story mission thing when I did that. I had to check. So anyway, for real now, thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed. We will see you again real soon. Bye now.